Yeah, I texted the computer.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's 8, and I'm gonna close at 8.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
While you wait with arms wide open.
People think it's going to be like invasion of technology, but it's actually going to be reducing technology. Like, it's going to be reducing your interface with technology. I feel like in certain time it's going to say all these LCD screens blasting at our retinas was actually really bad for them. Like, it's a different type of photon or whatever, and you're just staring at the screen. Like, you're just staring into the light for like hours on end. And it's like, how bad is that for your eyes?
There's a way
It's going to
where
be
you
the
could-
next smoking or something.
There's a way where you could take out the blue light from your tablets, like from your phone and
Yeah,
everything.
flux.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
The
awesome
best.
because, so I'm terrible with my phone. I never look at it during the day. I hate using it. But at night, I like to look at my phone. I'm laying in bed just to catch up on everything. And apparently if you like are in your dark room, but you're looking at your phone like on normal lighting, it like your brain recognizes it like you're in the sunlight. Because you're receiving those blue lights. So if you take that out, then it's like your brain doesn't recognize that. So that could also like go hand in hand with your sleep, or like if you're like so tired, but then also like now like your brain's like, oh shit, like I'm in sunlight, then you're not like gonna have that melatonin.
It reduces your REM sleep by 3 hours on average.
What?
Like
blue-
if
having
you
blue light.
are on your phone, blue light, for 20 minutes before you go to bed, you are not going to get REM sleep for 3 hours, and so you lose 2 sleep cycles basically.
Because
So
it's pretty much the equivalent if you're talking people before technology looking straight into the sun right before they went to bed, which
Yep.
wouldn't have been possible because
Yeah.
it already would have been dark. So it's just a very unnatural environment to be in where you have a bright light beaming into your eyes right before you go to sleep.
Speaking of those, this morning Google told me, it was the news article, someone created a pair of those glasses, someone from a tech company.
Yeah.
It's a blue light filter for your glasses, so he wears them as he's walking out of his office, and all of the screens he actually just can't see the lights on them. Like, he sees everything else fine, but that screen I wouldn't see anything. I would just see like a black surface.
Uh-huh. It's
The only
cool.
screens that
Probably
don't work are
polarized
OLED.
too.
But screens only have blue lights. Doesn't like I know if your phone.
No, they have red lights.
Yeah,
right?
doesn't it have other light where
All
if you
three
take
colors.
Yeah.
if you take
I
out the
don't
blue
know.
light, then you could still.
Do you remember you used to be able to
See
look
it.
real close at a TV and you'd see all 3 colors?
Yeah.
Definitely
yeah.
not anymore.
Imagine the chronic sleep deprivation of teenagers and middle schoolers and anyone else addicted to their phones, that they're just on it all day. Imagine the
They have
chronic,
no idea. Or
the
they
actual
probably
chronic
never.
sleep deprivation in the United States right now.
Does that scare you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Not just the sleep. Sorry.
What were you going to say? Not just.
Well, there's
Not
pros
just
and-
like the sleeping thing, but just like how like technology, like how it's so like prevalent with young people.
At first, I was scared because I thought, I'm seeing the negative effects that this is having on my life. It's only going to get worse as generations pass. And then the generations that were younger than us started becoming smarter than we were, and it made me realize they have so much more access to information. They have to spend so much less time doing things that used to take us a long time. Granted, some people do take it too far. If you use it the right way, it enables you in a way you've never been able to live your life in the history of humanity. So I guess at the end of the day, it just depends on how you use it.
Once a baby can talk, it can search Google.
I think it empowers individuals to do a lot more, which means that they can do a lot more to hurt their lives, or they can do a lot more to, at the age of 5, create a business that scales the entire globe. They can do that because of what technology enables them to do. They can also give themselves some really bad social conditions because they only look at their phone and play
Yeah. Well-
Clash Royale all day.
So
7.0.
it hit me that this is a scary thing when like last year, the year before, I was babysitting my neighbors, so I always babysit, and I think they're 7, 8, and 12 years old, these kids, and we're sitting on the couch, and they're all on their like individual tablets, like playing games, and I'm like, do you guys want to like play a game or like hide and seek or something? Because I remember when I was younger and I had babysitters, like it was so much fun. We just like have like normal play, like kid play, and that was so important it's so important for any child growing up. But they were all just like sitting on their own tablets, like playing their own games, and I was like, what are you guys doing? And then after they're like, you want to watch TV? You want to watch a movie? And I'm like, what if we play? Like, you have cats. Like, let's play with your cats. And like, that's like what they do.
It doesn't even register with them that that's a way that they would spend their time, because all the other things that they have readily available are so much more interesting and give you so much more of a rush in your brain.
No, so much more dopamine right to the dome.
I mean, it's true though. It's literally the exact same thing as just giving a child an abusive drug at 6 years old because everyone else in their classroom has it and they come home crying if they don't have an iPhone.
It's also up to the parents.
It is, but at the end of the day, if every single student has an iPhone, it's the exact same thing as having a pet rock 20 years ago, except you can't spend all day on a pet rock unless you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, that's so like when we become parents, like, are you gonna hand your 3-year-old child a tablet, or you're gonna say go play outside? Like, it's different because if you don't give them the tablet, then they're gonna fall behind. But then they also don't have that play.
Fall
Right.
behind the social. Fall behind. What they fall
And
behind in their.
All of it is
On their,
artificial.
What do they call the tests that are systemized?
Standardized.
Standardized tests. I was in education. I'm an education major. I should know that, but yeah, it's a lot of people in tech are like doing non-tech kids. Like their kids don't see computers till they're like 12 or something.
And then compare that to
Interesting.
someone their age, like someone their age that
Yeah.
isn't experienced.
Mhm.
I mean, it's good and bad. Like, I work at a summer camp. I've been there for the past 13 years. I grew up there as a camper, now I work there. And it's 2 months with zero technology, which is for me, it's the best thing ever. And my campers are 12 years old, and like as soon as the camp's over, they go back to their phones. They do everything like how they normally do, and how like we did. But you have 2 months to literally unplug and experience play, and it's amazing, and it's really cool to like develop that way.
To be present.
And to like,
To have
yeah, and
that
you also live in a
balance.
bunk with 12 other people, and you have to learn how to deal every single type of person, and not be like, oh, like my mom picked me up from so and so's house because she's mean to me. You have to face them and be like, and talk and learn how to be a person.
It's going to be really important to do that. To have that separation, to still be like, hey, this is what it's like without it. That way you appreciate... removing something from your life gives you a much higher appreciation for what you have.